What's going on, people? This video is going to be regarding
How bad did I screw up?
so you see all this is the second time. So I got an intercooler 1 and an intercooler 2, and this intercooler been in the vehicle and the radiator already been in the vehicle once too. But look what happened. We got a freaking what was it? Yeah, right there. It actually punched a hole through it. So long story short story, that's what happened with this one too. But
I'm the one who screw up.
so I had a brand new fan clutch. This is old fan clutch. So the old fan clutch, I had a really hard time taking it off. Now being honest, I did not have this tool. I just purchased it. It's a 36 millimeter wrench to take the fan hub off. So last 2 days ago, so what happened is I tried to put this fan clutch back on and it's going very hard. It started, and then towards the end, I end up air hammering on it. And I didn't have a thought of a big deal. It's kind of really hard to see there when you have all the radiators and clearance. But what happens is it bends this bolt, and then when you get the engine started, the fan hub start moving real hard and almost vibrating. Well, it broke the piece. It broke a couple pieces, and for reason being, because it cut this harness which is going to the fan clutch. Yeah, that's why I took everything apart. So just ordered a brand new radiator, brand new fan, brand new fan hub.
It's not really that much money. It's like not a super big deal. Let me turn the music down.
But it's pretty frustrating. Anyways, story number 2. This is mine. I bought it. So I always want to have a dually. So I found one really, really cheap. It's I paid $5,000 for it. So my biggest thing when I was looking for one, I didn't care how many miles it is. I'm a strong believer in Cummins. If they were somewhat properly maintained, they will last a very long time, and I had a time to actually register. Bought it set of 6 new tires, China. I mean, some off-brand stuff. They are 10 ply, nothing oversized, just the standard stuff. So I always want to have a dually. I really don't need it, but my favorite thing, it's automatic. So prior to this pickup truck, I don't think I recorded much of videos. Maybe I did. I changed the clutch. It was a manual, which was 99.59 Cummins, 4-wheel drive, extended cab, long box. And I didn't drive it much for reason being because it was a manual, which is not a big fan of it. So I kind of got in more in the Sprinter vans. And then this thing came across, but prior to this thing, there's a kid came in who wants to buy my pickup. And he's like, I don't know, let me think about it. So I called around and I found this one. It's private. The previously salvaged tire was wrecked. It was not wrecked when I bought it. It was wrecked the guy who bought it. And it has 548,000, almost 549,000 miles. It is on its own, on its second transmission, but it's overall pretty damn good shape. Like I said, I did not want to have a rust bucket. Look at the seat. I mean, it has some tear on it. It is kind of wore out a little bit, but overall it's not terrible. All this can be cleaned out. The steering wheel tore up. I mean, 548,583. It's quite a bit of miles. So I said, I buy it, I try it, and then had a radiator leak, and I run into this problem. So the plan is to fix things up on it. Bought it to not resell it. I mean, it's almost impossible to resell a vehicle with that many miles or make any money off of it. So I actually want to keep it. I don't know exactly what was done to the engine. It doesn't have any blow-by. So if the vehicle runs, warm up, and you put a cap like this, it doesn't even move the cap, even when you rev the engine up. So it doesn't have any blow-by. I don't know how much life got left off of this engine. We'll see. I'm going to keep running it. But I really, really impressed with the 6.7 Cummins. The amount of torque they make, I don't know exactly the number, but it is very impressive. And the sound or the roar of the exhaust, which is straight pipe, it's been deleted, sounds super cool, better than a 5.9. It has more deeper tone. So if you end up doing that kind of job, for some reason you change the radiator, fan hub, if you don't have one of these tools, don't even attempt to do this job because you will create yourself a major problem unless you have a very thin 32-inch wrench, because when all this stuff back together in radiator, it's really hard to get in a standard 1.5-inch wrench. So kind of get a grip, because the clearance between these bolts and the fan hub is not very much, so it has to be used this very thin wrench. So long story short story, I recommend you to buy this set. I'm sure Amazon sells them. This is Lyle, right? Lyle. The part number 43300. I think I paid $200 for 195, something like that. But anyways, this is totally my screw up. So it's kind of frustrating because I absolutely hate waiting for the parts. If I could drive it and then wait for the parts, I had no problem. But since it's sitting still, and I mentioned to put new tires on it, I redid all the brakes on it already. I really want to drive it. I think it's cool. Some people said it is ugly, you know, that year with this type of headlights, which they are kind of ugly. But the plan is to replace both headlights, something change it to aftermarket, and I will repaint this door because it doesn't match. It's original door, but somehow they painted it and did not match to this color. So my plan is to repaint it. Door, fender, and hood up there up front. Can't close the hood right now, but has a little bit of stone chip. It's kind of rusting. But overall, there's no rust. And a fender, I don't know why this fender's silver. I have no idea. Maybe they did replace the fender at one point in time and they couldn't find the without silver something. I don't know what happened. But this pickup will have its new owner and a new life. So stay tuned. Give me any hints what I got to keep an eye on if you own one of these vehicles with that many miles. What I gotta do to continue maintaining. I really enjoy doing what I'm doing now. Besides my own screw up, I thought it would be one-time deal. You know, remove, replace, and there we go. Nope, it has to do it twice. Thanks for watching all.